What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It's Lieutenant Sal Blue. I'm coming at you today. Had a very busy day. Got a lot of stuff going on, and so I didn't get a chance to write out my podcast topic, what I was going to talk about. So let me just say this: a lot of times when you get great advice from people, it is not planned out. It is not something that they do in advance and have it all written out so that when you come. A lot of times when you get great advice from people, it happens in the moment. It happens while you guys may be working together. It happens while you guys may be eating dinner together. It happens while you guys may be just chilling out, relaxing, and just shooting the shit about whatever subject you guys are talking about. So it doesn't always happen on a schedule, is the point I'm making. So with me, this being episode 99, and shame on me for not having it mapped out for you guys, I also want you guys to know and realize that it is about the energy, the flow, the knowledge that comes from just having a conversation with you guys, and you guys interacting with me, that I am at my best, at my most creative. And so I've kind of developed the habit of gaining energy through people, right? So I gain energy through people, and I think that is because I slowly but surely, as I progress in years, learn to know myself, who I am, and what is important to me, and how I need to go about living each and every day of my life to get the most productivity out of my life. So instead of me just going on and ranting with you two guys, give me a moment, all right? I'm going to jump right into my podcast and just blast it, all right? So here we go. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life. I'm coming at you today with my daily podcast, guys, and this is a scheduled podcast but unscripted podcast. So I don't have anything written down that I know for sure that I want to talk about. I don't have any notes to go on today. I may jump back in my Google Docs and see something that I wrote down and reiterate that. But mostly, this is a unscripted podcast about, I don't even know what it's about yet. How about that, guys? So I'm just going to flow here, and I'm going to look back at something that I've written in the past and just see how I can flow, and we can go with this, and we can grow from it. Okay? You know something? As a matter of fact, in August, I wrote something that I felt was important, and don't know if I did a podcast about it, guys, back then, but it was stepping up and taking responsibility when no one else does, right? And this is in a world where nobody wants to take responsibility. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that I did some type of podcast on responsibility and stepping up, guys. A lot of people place blame. Okay, so we'll go with that theme. And when they place blame, what they do is they take away their power, right? You take away your power when you place blame on people. You take away a lot of things when you begin to shift your energies to sources outside of you. So I am a firm believer that number one, you have to protect your aura, right? Everything around you, your energy, your circle of influence, the people that are around you have to protect that at all costs, right? So in protecting that at all costs, one of the things you have to learn how to do is take responsibility, guys. You got to grab the handle of whatever is going crazy, right? The steering wheel, whatever your vehicle that is trying to get you where you want to go. You have to grab hold of that, and you got to say, the reason why this situation went bad was because of me, right? The reason why this relationship didn't work out well was because of me. The reason why I am broke today and my business failed is because of me, right? And when you began to think that way, and you know in your heart of hearts, right, that this is who you are, you no longer seek the answers to your failures from somebody else, right? Or the reason for your failures to somebody else. Obviously, guys, you seek the answers to things that you failed at from people who are achieving at a higher level. And we talk about that all the time. You know, I talk about that in my book. I talk about that in my podcast and my videos. Everything that I do, guys, it is about leveling up through other people. Leveling up through meeting other people who have already leveled up, who have a solid foundation on where you want to go, and just start working toward getting there, guys. That is so important. That is so key when it comes to achieving the life that you want. So, how difficult is it for you on a regular basis to step up, right? How easy is it that you see people? How easy is it for them to place blame, right? They blame the government, they blame politics, they blame religion, they blame God, they blame everybody for their problems, okay, except themselves. Everything has brought grief and harm to their lives except for their daily actions. And so, where does this leave you? Where does this leave you if everything else has brought you grief and problems and troubles except for your daily actions? Where does this leave you as a person? Well, I'll tell you where it leaves you, guys. I'll tell you where it leaves you. It leaves you with feeling hopelessness, right? And it leaves you in despair. The moment that you feel that you have no control over your life, your energy level goes down significantly. It drops, man. Your energy level just plummets to the ground when you feel like there's no hope and you are living your life in despair. Your energy level drops. Well, guess what else happens when you feel hopelessness and despair, right? You stop pursuing your goals. You stop wanting to do things that maybe even a year ago you swore that this was something you were going to achieve. So, and taking responsibility, not only does it drop you into hopelessness and despair, it also knocks you completely off track when it comes to achieving your goals, right? If you're not taking responsibility for stuff, there's no way you're going to achieve your goals. You won't even achieve your goals by default, because when you're pursuing something of meaning, something of significance, right? Something that can give value to people or help somebody else move their life forward, guys, you have to take responsibility for everything around you, the entire environment, right? If it rains on your parade, take responsibility for the rain. That is the power that you have within yourself and in your environment. It's just so strong and so incredible. And if more people would learn to use that energy, right, they could direct their lives to one of the greatest destinies they could possibly imagine. And that is achieving the goals that they want, and goals of significance, goals that move people's lives ahead, goals that give other people power, goals that help the world and people around you. Also, a lot of times I watch people all the time. That is my profession. I am a professional observer, guys. Okay, and as I observe people, you know what I learned about people who love to shift responsibility from themselves? Other than the fact that they're lazy, right? Other than the fact that they're lazy, right? They have no incentive and no initiative to learn more, right? As a matter of fact, if you try to teach them more, they take that as an attack, right? And they begin to fight back. They will fight back so hard not to learn something, right? Harder than it would take the energy for them to listen and implement what you're teaching them. That is what these people who don't want to take responsibility of things, this is what they do. This is how they live. This is how they